Joseph Smith was looking around and he was praying, asking for the true church, and I was doing the same thing, just in my own way. I was born and raised Catholic. My mom was Catholic and my dad was a Jehovah's Witness, and my sister's atheist, so we grew up in a very diverse family. My parents decided to get a divorce, and then they all stopped going to church, and all I had was church. My junior year, I started going to a different church every Sunday just because I felt kind of lost and I felt like I needed answers to my questions, and I didn't feel like I was getting them anywhere, but I was waiting to feel that feeling, the Spirit, but I just didn't know it was the Spirit at the time. I was looking so hard for that. My friend told me about Mormon.org, and I thought that was hilarious, so I went to it to see what it was about and everything. On the page, on the website, it said, you can talk to someone. And I thought, oh, that'd be so cool. So many weird things are happening, so many coincidences are happening that involve the church, especially at my workplace. And so I was going to talk to someone, but the page refreshed and it said, hey, you can get a free Book of Mormon. And I was like, oh, I have one, but someone, like one of my friends gave it to me, and I wanted to make sure I was doing it for myself and not for my friends. So I wrote my email and whatever down, and then I got a phone call, and then they said they'd set up a time and everything with my local missionaries. The missionaries came over, and then they gave me the first lesson, and it was a great first lesson. I just felt very uplifted, and I kept feeling like, again, all my questions were getting answered finally for the first time in my whole life. Then I received a letter from my friend Maddie, and I was reading through Maddie's letter to me, and she talked about how she knew the Book of Mormon was true in the moment for her that she knew her testimony was true, and that the Book of Mormon and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was true. I knew in that moment that it was true, and that there was a place for me in the church, and that there were so many opportunities to come with that. I never really had any questions. Everything, again, just made sense to me. It came very naturally. It was kind of like I knew it my whole life and didn't know I knew it until I heard it again. I told the missionaries after one lesson that I wanted to be baptized. I was baptized, and that day was very stressful for me. I just didn't know anyone, and they had so many chairs set up, and I thought it was just gonna be like my mom and a couple of my friends, and then I went to go change, and I came back and the room was full of people, and half of them didn't even know me. They just remembered that I shared my testimony that the church was true, even though I wasn't a member. And so many people were there, and they had to cram chairs in, and everyone was so squished, but I just felt so loved. It made me feel like I was at home, and it was just kind of reaffirming to me to know that I made the right choice, and that even though it might be hard because I'm the only one in my family that's a member of the church, I knew that it was the right thing for me and for my relationship with Heavenly Father. When I was baptized, everything changed for me. I think I became a lot more loving, a lot more caring. I had a lot more empathy for others. In this way, I'm able to help so many people. So many people just naturally open up to me about things that have happened in their life, and because of the Spirit and how, I guess, close I am to it, I can always say things that they need to hear, the things that can help them heal from their situations, and advice that can help them through their trials like it did mine. I really loved that the church really just wanted to look after people and love them no matter what they were going through. That changed my perspective of life, because I started to want more eternal things, and I started to look less at what my peers wanted compared to what I wanted, and looked more at what Heavenly Father wanted for me.